Hello all, today we're going to be doing an unboxing of By Stealth and Sea. This is dealing with the Italian human torpedo attacks during the Second World War. You know all about that, right? Well, I didn't. This is a very obscure topic. It's a solo game. It's from DVG, which are known for their solo games, and also comes along with a companion book. So let's do the unbagging of the companion book first. Get a nice art cover there. Some more on the back here. And the book is, let's see here, 57 pages with appendices. And this is going to go into detail about the different vessels and the different pilots or operators during this period for the Italians and the raid on the British ships during World War II. There's basically primarily three different raids that are covered here. There's the Gibraltar, there's Algiers, and there's Alexandria. So pretty nice little companion book here. Gives you a lot of information on this. Again, I knew nothing about this topic. Never seen a game. I dare say this is probably the only game in existence on this topic. And this is a very great companion book. Talks about all the different players, all the different technology, how they developed it, how this kind of started after like World War I and kept on developing the technology. And basically you're riding a torpedo. They're dropped off by a submarine, and they would ride these into the harbor and then bomb the or set explosives. There's an example of how they set explosives on the hull of the ship. So that's a really nice companion book that gets into the history of this. So let's get into the game itself. Again, this is from DVG, which are known for their solo games, Warfighter, and of course, Castle Litter and Pavlov's House, which is are other titles from the same designer. This is a dual designer team on this one, but David Thompson was one of the designers on this and is the designer of those other games, Pavlov's House and Castle Litter. So let's get inside the box here. Ugh. And you can see on here, this is created by David Thompson and Nikolai Sagini, and I'm probably mispronouncing that name, but there you have it there. So you've got the rule book, and the rules are full color with a lot of examples there. That's kind of nice, and come in at around 29 pages with references in the back. And some of these back pages will talk about the campaign. And you have the SLC. The SLCs are these, torpedoes, these manned torpedoes. So there's your rule book. Then you have your mission guide, which comes in at around, let's see here. Whoa, that's a pretty nice setup there. See, no pages on this. So about 37 pages. It's a nice setup there. So you got your different missions, and they have a nice way you set up the missions. Really nice, full color, like that. This is a game more, it's a war game, but it's not so much about the attacks as much as about the failings. This was new technology. It developed over time. And, some of the earlier missions are going to be, for a solo game, is going to be frustrating because you're going to fail. I mean, there's so much that could go wrong on these missions that it's kind of exciting when something actually goes right. So here's the boards. So you've got Gibraltar here. Here's Gibraltar. Really nice board mounted. With 4 panels there, very nice big hexes. Then you've got a board for Algiers, very nice. coming out with part of the city, then the harbor. I think you have an inner harbor and an outer harbor here. You have like part of the game track or the harbor defenses. And my understanding is that the defenses change over time. I mean, you can so there's a lot of replayability here. You can up the defenses as you play. And as your technology on your SLCs develop, then you can actually, or your pilots get better, you can actually face tougher defenses. Here's Alexandria. So very nice boards there for solo play. Very nice, mounted, very nice. Then you have your SLC cards that keep track of, you have some little wooden disc that you put on there that keeps track of different things like pilot, ops, repair, stamina, ballast, haste, transmission. As I said, there's a lot of features of this game. A lot of the elements fail. So you're going to have failures. You're constantly checking each turn to see what goes wrong, and inevitably something's going to go wrong. And so this keeps track of that. So you have the different, cards. So it's like, looks like there's 3 of them there for the different manned torpedoes. You have a turn sequence reference. That's really nice to have. You have your SLC action reference. These are all the different actions you can do on your turn. And it's going to be different. I think you get 2 actions a turn. You can spend both of them to assure success, but if you split them up and try to do 2 things, then you're going to have to roll for it. And that's where, the fate of the die comes into play. Historic campaign after action reports. You can keep track of your campaigns, custom campaign roster, and custom campaign after action reports. You can keep track of your different campaigns. With that, then you have your counters. Take a look at those counters there. So these are the ships that you're going after, your targets that you're trying to attach warheads to blow them up. So a lot of ships there. And then you have your SLC's marker. This is your marker. And these are like patrol. These are the ones you're trying to destroy. And then these are like patrol boats that are going to come out after you. There's actually, each of the harbors have their own defense. They'll have like turn on lights, try to capture you, or try to spot you. And then they'll send out the patrol boats to try to take you out. And I think there's actually even mortars that can do it. So these are your, like, there's searchlights right here. So these are the cards. They're going to be the cards for your operators. And then the different defenses that change. So, cards are in the game here. And then you have your forward positioning. So here's some cards here. These are different faults that come up. So like here, for example, here's a ballast tank fault. So you've got to check for that, and then there's a repair check. So again, this is not so much about just, hey, you're going in, you're trying to roll dice to see if you win or not, or with the combat chart, this is more of a just trying to manage all the failures that are going on, trying to manage all the difficulties and the technology that was developing and how it was working. Here's your the wooden discs that kind of go on your different your cards and help you keep track and mark things, and then of course your dice that we get in there. So as I said, a really deep solo experience. It's very narrative, as most Thompson games are and DVG games are. They're kind of known for their narrative. They kind of put you in the seat of the person, in this case, riding a torpedo into a harbor and trying to, submerge and string a warhead on the bottom of a ship to blow it up. Doesn't get much more exciting than that, and this game kind of relives that and lets you relive that. So hope this was helpful. Hope you find this interesting. This just came out. It was on Kickstarter. I just bought it from an online store, so just got mine in the mail. And I really highly recommend this companion book. A lot of real good information in here. I mean, it really gives you the flavor of and the context of what was going on here. So hope this was helpful. If you like it, please like it down below. Please subscribe and see what else I'm doing. If you feel free to make any kind of comments, I'd love to hear from you. that's what I have for today, and hope you enjoy. Thanks.